Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack complex topics and give you the key takeaways.
That's right.
And today, we're focusing on a character from Jackie Chan Adventures, Hsi Wu.
The Sky Demon.
Exactly. We're using the Jackie Chan Adventures wiki as our main source here.
Pretty comprehensive one, yeah.
Our mission really is to dig into what makes Hsi Wu tick, his traits, his powers, those key moments, and, how he stands out from his demon siblings.
Okay, so Hsi Wu. He's one of Shendu's 7 siblings, right? All demon sorcerers.
Trapped in the netherworld for ages.
And he really steps up as a main bad guy in Season 2 during that whole Demon Portals story arc.
Yeah, and the first thing you notice, or at least read about him, is his size. He's called the smallest demon sorcerer.
Right, but smallest is relative here. He's still significantly larger than a full-grown person.
Oh, absolutely. And visually, he's got this really distinct gray skin, kind of impish.
Bat-like wings.
Yeah, bat-like wings and that lizard-like tail. Sort of a gremlin vibe, maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. But the really interesting part, for me anyway, is his human form.
Oh, definitely. It's so deceptive. He turns into this little boy.
The same age as Jade Chan.
And the hair color even matches his demon skin. It's a neat detail.
It is. And you mentioned the tail. His Japanese name, Tokage, actually means small lizard.
Which is funny, because he looks way more like a bat, don't you think?
It really leans into that whole deceptive thing he's got going on. Because, well, Hsi Wu is known for being super manipulative, crafty.
Totally. It feels like he uses his brain to make up for not being, the biggest or strongest demon on the block. He's all about mischief and intelligence.
Exactly. He avoids direct fights a lot, especially if he's outnumbered or facing the Chan clan.
Right, you see him using evasive tactics all the time.
Like he'll just retreat to avoid getting banished again.
Yeah.
Or he'll use a disguise, like when he tried to sneak into Uncle's shop.
Letting others do the dirty work, basically.
Pretty much. He even zapped his own siblings from behind, just so he could get to Shendu's portal first. Classic Hsi Wu.
That really shows his cunning, and also maybe a bit of caution. It makes those moments when he does fight directly stand out more.
Like with Jade Chan.
Exactly. He went after her one-on-one, twice?
Yeah, both times thinking she was unarmed.
Yeah.
Feels personal.
Definitely seems like he held a real grudge against her.
Well, think about it. She blew his cover when he was disguised as Seymour.
Right.
And she was directly involved with that whole Hex Tail situation.
Okay, yeah.
And then, help banish him again. So yeah, I'd say it's personal. It's fascinating for Demon, who usually hangs back.
Speaking of Seymour, his patience in that disguise was kind of remarkable.
It really was. He played the part of this polite little kid so well.
Almost too well, according to Uncle. Remember, he said Seymour was much too polite.
Yeah. Uncle saw through it. But that patience just vanished, like instantly when his plan failed.
Oh yeah, when he got his tail back but found out it was hexed.
Total rage mode. He nearly tossed Uncle off a building just because Uncle was trying to delay helping him.
Wow. So that patience, it's only there when it absolutely serves his purpose.
Seems like it. When cunning wasn't needed, he really hated waiting around. Which connects to that amazing detail about why he hates the netherworld.
Oh, I love this bit. It's not the torture, right?
Nope. It's, and this is a quote, utter, never-ending boredom.
Boredom. For a demon sorcerer, that's unexpected.
It really is. It says a lot about him, doesn't it? That ennui is his personal hell.
So how does that impatience and cunning fit with his family? What are those relationships like?
Well, the family dynamics. He gets pushed around a bit by his sisters.
Baitza and Pokong.
Yeah, they boss him around, pick on him physically. He seems mostly just annoyed by it, though.
Like he'll bug Pokong by flying around her head.
Exactly, until she shakes him off.
Right.
But his relationship with Shendu is different.
How so? Less torture-y than the others wanted.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The others were eager to make Shendu suffer. Hsi Wu seemed more cold, apathetic. He actually seemed to get along slightly better with Shendu than the others did, relatively speaking. Still contempt there, mind you, but their interactions were usually just brief, kind of curt.
But he still has that sadistic streak like the rest of them.
Oh, for sure. He definitely enjoys psychological torment. Remember him taunting Jade with her own camera?
And then taunting Shendu with it later? Yeah.
And when his Seymour disguise got blown, he couldn't resist rubbing it in Jade's face first.
Classic villain move.
Right, and there's that hint of him having bird-like tendencies too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, his demon chi influenced a human host to build a giant nest and want to fly south.
Huh. Interesting.
And Hsi Wu himself always seemed to prefer high places, like his tower in that alternate timeline.
Okay, that fits the Sky Demon theme. And we absolutely have to mention his big weakness.
The flute.
Yes. He cannot stand the sound of the flute. Covers his ears, cringes.
It's such a specific kind of random weakness for a powerful demon, his Achilles heel.
So let's maybe trace his history a bit, according to the lore.
Okay, so thousands of years back, Hsi Wu and his siblings were basically terrorizing the ancient world.
Until the 8 immortals showed up.
Right, they got defeated one by one, banished to the netherworld. All except Shendu, initially.
And Hsi Wu's portal, his specific gateway, ended up where Fenway Park is now in Boston.
Yeah, that location, and Changzu's portal location too, plus stuff from the alternate reality episode. It kind of suggests they ruled parts of North America before getting banished.
Interesting geographical tie-in.
And the lore mentions a female immortal defeating him, but the symbol used to banish him. The flute that belongs to Han Shangzi in the mythology, one of the male 8 immortals.
The details. Okay, fast forward to season 2. Shendu's back in the netherworld, but just as a spirit.
And his siblings are ready to torture him forever. Good times.
But Shendu, ever the negotiator, pitches the idea of unlocking their portals.
Crafty move.
Ugh.
But they didn't trust him, obviously. Put a spell on him so he couldn't leave his host body.
And Hsi Wu, even though he's the smallest, was right there with them, eager to get out.
Definitely. So his portal opens, like you said, Fenway Park. In a women's restroom, of all places.
Right. Jackie tries to shove him back in, but then Uncle starts chanting the banishment spell.
Forcing Hsi Wu to bail. His first thought, get his tail back.
But Uncle's one step ahead, puts that spell on his shop so demons can't just walk in.
Which leads to Hsi Wu's big plan, the Seymour disguise.
He becomes Jade's friend just to get invited inside. So sneaky.
Incredibly sneaky. And it almost worked. He got inside, nearly grabbed the tail.
But Uncle managed to push him out just in time.
So the next day, Jade, still clueless, invites Seymour to the school dance, gives him a friendship necklace.
Ah, poor Jade.
Yeah. Seymour was about to talk his way back into the shop again, but then he sees Uncle leaving with the tail.
And it's hexed.
Yep. Hex to immobilize and banish him. Hsi Wu senses the magic, snags the tail in a bag, and finally drops the act.
Big reveal. Jade's horrified.
And then he kidnaps Uncle, demanding he remove the hex.
Shows his intelligence, though, sensing the hex like that. But still, going after Uncle's spellbook seems desperate.
Maybe. Or maybe even his cunning has limits when he's cornered. Anyway, he flies off with the tail, trying to figure out plan B.
But Jade, being Jade, gets the rabbit talisman for speed and the rooster for levitation. Grabs the bag with the tail and boom, high-speed chase.
She manages to unleash the tail on him. Jackie plays the flute.
And back to the netherworld he goes.
Classic Jackie Chan adventures, like you said.
So later, after Baiza gets banished too, the demons have another meeting about Shendu.
Shendu's getting desperate, claims his portal can let all of them out and stay open.
Big promise. While they're waiting, Hsi Wu gets bonked by Jade's camera.
Finds Jade, who then accidentally gets pulled into the netherworld by the banishing spell. Whoops.
He brings Jade to his siblings. Pokong is thrilled, naturally.
But Jade points out only one being can go through Shendu's portal. Game changer.
Suddenly it's every demon for himself when that portal opens.
And Hsi Wu, despite being small, is fast. He's out the gate first.
Gets stunned by Changzu's lightning for a second.
But recovers quick. Knocks down Daigi and So-Lan with some rocks. He's almost there.
And then Jade jumps through and the portal slams shut right in his face.
Face plants right into a rock. Ouch. Furious doesn't even cover it.
So that leads them to use the Book of Ages.
Right, rewrite reality so they were never banished. In that world, Hsi Wu has this cool tower high in the sky.
And Viper is his prisoner, forced to sing for him.
Yeah. But he still hates the flute, which turns out to be his undoing again when Jackie uses it.
Banished. Again, it really is a theme for him.
It really is. His chi even pops up again in season 5.
In a flute, no less. Inside a carousel organ in Australia, kind of poetic.
Definitely. Drago ends up fighting Jade's teacher, Miss Hartman, after she absorbed Hsi Wu's chi and got his powers.
But Uncle gets the chi back eventually.
Yep. And then ultimately, Drago absorbs Hsi Wu's chi, along with all the others, for the final showdown.
Gets wings from it right before he and Shendu get banished.
The final banishment. So let's talk powers. What's he actually got in his toolkit?
Okay, powers. For his size, he's impressive. Super fast flight is the big one.
Yeah, he even kept up with Jade when she had both the rabbit and rooster talismans. That's serious speed.
And his wings aren't just for show, they're sharp enough to slice through concrete.
Ouch. Plus, he's decent in a fight with flying kicks and those sharp claws.
He's pretty tough too, right? That lightning bolt from Changzhou only stunned him briefly.
Yeah, he bounced back really fast. And the tail. We got to talk about the detachable tail.
Like a real lizard, he can just drop it to escape.
And it seems kind of sentient. It tries to get back to him on its own. That's weirdly specific.
Super weird. He's also a spellcaster, though we don't see a ton of it, maybe.
Experience, the wiki says. But his human transformation is probably his most effective spell.
Totally. And he can even, like, partially transform bits of his demon body while still looking human.
Which adds to the deception. Plus, unlike Xiaofeng, who kept his red eyes, Hsi Wu changes his eye color to brown in human form. Attention to detail.
He's surprisingly strong, too, physically.
Right. Lifting Uncle with one hand while in his little kid form. With no effort. That's significant strength.
But all that power, all that cunning, comes back to that one major weakness.
The flute. His absolute kryptonite.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. Recapping Hsi Wu, the sky demon.
Well, you've got this core of cunning and intelligence. He prefers strategy, evasion.
Over direct confrontation. Except, notably, with Jade Chan. That felt personal, driven by animosity.
Definitely. And you see that contrast in his personality, incredible patience as Seymour.
Then explosive rage when things go sideways or someone messes with his tail.
And his unique reason for hating the netherworld. Not pain, but utter, never-ending boredom.
That really sticks with you. His family life is kind of dysfunctional, too.
Picked on by his sisters, Baita and Pokong.
But has this slightly less antagonistic, more apathetic relationship with Shendu compared to the others. Still dislikes him, though.
His powers are solid for his size, super speed flight, sharp wings, claws, surprising strength.
And that unique, detachable, sort of sentient tail.
Plus, he's a decent spellcaster, master of disguise with that human form.
But always brought down by that one single weakness, the sound of a flute.
So when you put it all together, Hsi Wu, he's the smallest, maybe one of the smartest, most cunning demon sorcerers.
Yet he just keeps failing to get free for long. He gets outsmarted, often by humans, even by Jade.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
Oh.
About power and control. Even with all his abilities and intellect, he has these vulnerabilities.
So here's something to chew on. What does Hsi Wu's story really tell you about power? Is having immense strength and a strategic mind enough if you keep getting tripped up? And maybe think about this.
Like your mind.
For a mind like his, what's truly the worst punishment? Being banished to some fiery pit or facing an eternity of just, utter, never-ending boredom?